All BS just won't do. KaoticRadio.com.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
This is Director's Cut with Rich Kenyon.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles.
I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
Too late. They start shooting in a week.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
Immortals. We put their name to the test.
Your host, Rich Kenyon.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the Director's Cut here on Chaotic Radio. I am Rich Kenyon, and I have my my awesome producer in the booth. Mike, how are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm good. I'm having a great day so far.
Awesome. That is good indeed, and I think Melissa's going to join us a little later on. I think that's what she said. So anyway, while we wait for her, how was your week, man? Did you see any get to see any movies or anything like that?
I have. Oh no, I'm sorry. I did watch Sully with Tom Hanks.
Oh, Sully. What did you think?
I had no idea that was the story. I don't remember. It was based on a true story, as you know.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't remember that hitting the news ever back then. Do you remember any of that?
I do. I don't remember it as detailed and as specific, obviously, about the pilot as the film is. But I do remember hearing that a plane had landed in. It's in New York. Is it New York or
yeah,
DC?
at the
Hudson.
River.
It's the Hudson River.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. No, I do remember that story, but I don't. As I said, I'm not sure it was that detailed.
Yeah. It was really detailed. I mean, I love Clint Eastwood's work anyway. He's amazing. Director, actor, producer. I mean, he has it all.
He does.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just like his work. It was a great movie. I understood what really happened, or at least the Hollywood version of what happened.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool. I liked it a lot.
Would you recommend it?
I would. That would be on the list, yes.
Good, because I want to see it, and I love Tom Hanks. You know, to me, he's royalty in the acting world. I think he's just fantastic. You know.
Oh yeah, he's done so much. Of course, Forrest Gump obviously comes to mind, but yeah, he's done so much more than that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. So no, I like him, and I have a lot of time for him, and I bet you that he's going to be nominated for another Oscar. What do you think? Do you think that he will be?
I think he will be. He should be. Yeah,
I think so. He's a quality guy. Well, I happened to see a little movie.
Okay, a little tiny movie.
A little tiny movie with a very limited release that I don't think a lot of people have seen. It's called Rogue One. Have you heard anything?
No, I mean, is that based off of anything, like a true story? Is it based on a true story?
It's a true story.
Okay.
No, of course not. It's the big epic Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Yes.
Did you see it? Have you seen it?
No, I missed my chance. I was supposed to go see it this weekend. I mean, I claim I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I missed the ball on that one.
Hey, it is the season, right?
Yes,
so it's crazy around here, doing all sorts of stuff, shopping. I saw it. I'm not going to talk about it much. I think I'm going to do like I'm going to write a review or something for next week, and then maybe I'll share it, or we'll record it, or do something. I don't know.
Yeah, we do something.
But I don't know.
Well, did you like it anyway? That's the first question.
I did like it.
Are you a fan of the series?
You know what, I am absolutely am. In 1977, I was there. I saw it, and Star Wars literally turned on my imagination. It was a huge experience for me.
Yeah, as well as it was a lot of people.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. I don't know. again, I don't want to talk about it because if I do, I'll accidentally say a huge spoiler, and I'm not saying anything about that. And I hate people that spoil movies.
Yeah. I've had to stay away from the social medias a lot. Because of the spoilers. Yeah.
No, absolutely. But this is an exciting week for movies coming out. The movie that I'm really kind of most excited about for pure fun is Assassin's Creed. I think it's going to be fantastic.
The trailers look so good.
They do.
They look so good, and what I've seen so far, it seems to appeal to the gamers of the game. I mean, it seems like, I don't know. It just seems like it could be really well done. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this last week, and I think what's really interesting is that, for me, this is a video game first, apart from Resident Evil, which we know has got the most sequels, but that it's come from that root. That's really cool. I think that's really, really exciting, and it's brought with it, all of the fans of this film.
Yeah.
Of the story and of the video game and all that stuff.
I'm trying to think. I think there's 5 Assassin's Creed games. 6.
Oh my goodness! I bet you there are. I left on the second or the third one.
You used to play?
Oh, I did. Oh yeah, I played the first one. Absolutely.
Yeah. The first one got us all hooked.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it was one of those games that I think I got it for birthday or for Christmas or something like that, and then realized, okay, I'll put it in, and started playing it and thought, this is spectacular.
Yeah.
So, and with digital effects nowadays, the way they are, I think that it's the right time to be able to tell that story. At least, that's what I hope. I mean, this is all coming from a 2-minute trailer that we think is really, really cool, but is there more to it than that, right?
They've done that, and that's why they call it a teaser.
Yes, indeed. You know what? And I had fallen for this because I had hoped that Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, was going to be great because it had a kind of a cool trailer, and boy, oh boy.
Yeah, we were all disappointed on that one.
We were indeed. It's just bananas. Just bananas. So Assassin's Creed comes out, and of course Silence is the Scorsese movie, which we talked about on this show a lot. I'm so excited. Andrew Garfield, Adam Driver, Liam Neeson, set in feudal.
Liam Neeson, really?
Feudal
Okay.
Japan. These 2 Catholic priests go to feudal Japan. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. And I think it's a film that Scorsese spent 25 years trying to get produced and to get money for it and everything. So it's his kind of opus, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. So 25 years. Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So did he write it? Is it his story?
You know what? I don't know a lot of the backstory of it, but I do think that it's a project that he kind of kicked around for a while, and wanted to get done, get made, get built. So, so this is great. Now we must. There's a parental warning, as we have. I got Melissa. Melissa, where are you? You're there. I'm gonna just keep hitting mics. We got 2 new people in the 5 and 4. Hey guys. So we have Melissa.
Oh, hello.
And we have Candace.
Bonjour.
And so
parental advisory warning.
Parental world.
Just because
but it's fine.
We just did a drinking show immediately prior to this
about the holidays.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It was about holiday drinking.
Holidays all about drinking.
Well, you know what? We're going to bring
That's
some
what you do when the family comes.
kind of fun stuff because I want to talk about. We're just talking about movies that are coming up.
Yes.
And Scorsese's The Silence. Right? Have you heard anything about The Silence?
Yes, I have.
No.
Are you excited?
Isn't it Andrew Garfield?
It's Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
Adam Driver.
Oh my God, Adam Driver's in it too.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
You don't know Adam Driver?
No.
Adam Driver is.
I'm going to Google him right now. So
the lead male from Girls, but also he is in the new, not the newest but the last Star Wars movie.
Yeah, he was
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
That's right. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
That
I know
was
who you're
his
talking
name.
about.
That's
I like
right.
him. I like him too much.
He's pretty swanky.
I like him. He's very tall.
Swanky.
Yes.
That's the word for it.
Yes,
There's
swanky.
a storm brewing.
Yes.
You can hear that.
Yeah, I could
That's
see
awesome.
him wearing a lot of trench coats. and
Yes, that's what he
being
does.
the idol of my 16-year-old fantasy.
Much like Leonardo
Well,
DiCaprio
there you
in
go.
Basketball Diaries.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Interesting.
I can see that.
Very interesting.
That's
We're
my
getting very
aesthetic.
truthful now. I still have 2 beers left over from my last
Oh,
show,
that's-
so
that's
I have
great.
some
I'm
minis.
I'm gonna finish them here.
I'm
Where,
drinking
where am
water.
I talking? Am I
Yeah,
talking
that's
to you?
good.
Just drinking
You
water.
should probably do.
Is
I
this
should
me?
probably
Flavored
hydrate
water?
as well.
What's that?
Flavored water?
No, it's just Dasani.
Oh,
Oh.
we should.
You know,
Plain old
have you
water.
had the flavored waters?
I have.
don't like them.
Why you have
Candace
to make
is,
stuff
is
confusing?
I'm sorry. I'm squeaking. I'm squeaking just a little bit.
She's making a lot of
There you
noise.
go.
And
There
then
you go.
Melissa's
We
shorter
have-
than I am. She's in my natural spot, and I'm in hers.
Well, you guys should. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sorry. We switched it up.
No, it's good. It's all good. Christmas movies.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
You heard of these things called Christmas movies?
Oh, yes.
No, what is this? This is a foreign concept to me.
You.
What's this?
do you
What's
know-
this?
Yeah. Do you know what I was thinking about Christmas movies, and I have my favorite Christmas movie, which we'll get to.
Okay.
We're going to build to that
Okay.
because I just think that it embodies everything that you hope that a Christmas movie should be, and I think it makes you feel like you're sort of better. when
Like you grew as a person within
Yeah.
2 hours.
And it's not Die Hard. I appreciate Die Hard as
Oh,
a
I love
Christmas
Die Hard.
Die
movie.
Hard is
It's-
the greatest Christmas movie ever.
Well,
I will agree
Well.
to disagree with you on
I
that one.
think we
Yes.
talked about this last week
we
because
did.
you were saying like pick a favorite Christmas movie, and I'm like it's Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Mine is Scrooged. Thank
It's
you.
not
Yes.
Christmas until you see Hans Gruber falling off a Nakatomi building.
There you go. I like it. I
When
think it's
Germans
I think-
die,
I
we
think
celebrate.
We do. We do.
It's awful.
Oh, that's
Why is
sad.
that happening?
That's a bit too
God.
soon, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's always too soon.
Okay.
Oh, my
All right
goodness.
then.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
I'm talking about a movie. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I get
Wasn't
it.
that Snape though? Shouldn't we like be sad because he passed away this year?
He did. Yes,
He did.
He did. We.
Bless you, Alan
yeah.
Rickman.
Oh my goodness.
know.
What a year. So Christmas movies. What else we got? We got Love Actually. Have you seen
Oh,
Love
I
Actually?
love Love Actually. I actually
yeah.
really love Love
I
Actually.
do. I
Is
like
that
that movie a lot
Is that a good
too.
one? You like that one?
He's also in that movie.
He is. He is.
He
It's
is
like
actually.
he's
He is
done
actually.
all of these. He is actually love.
What's your favorite storyline
So
from Love
Scott's here,
Actually?
so,
we have
yeah,
Scott
okay,
too.
So we're bringing
Ooh.
Scott in here. Well, this is great.
I might have come in for a second.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
But
We're just
You're-
totally
you're
hijacking
more
your
good.
show.
Then welcome to do that. We're just talking. We're talking Christmas movies.
But what's your favorite storyline on Love Actually?
Oh,
Oh,
you know
man.
what? I'm a Colin Firth guy.
Yes!
Absolutely. I love
that one.
because I think it shows you like that love can beat language.
It can find a way.
It can. It's so good.
And he just goes to her hometown, and she's there working, and he's just like
Oh.
saying all these things in a broken Italian. It's so good.
Yeah, that's yeah. I love that movie. The scene that's really hard to watch though, and I think everybody agree, is
The Laura
scene,
Linney scene.
That's tough, but the one with Alan Rickman and the secretary and Emma Thompson warming just before that scene.
Oh my God!
That's the
Oh,
scene.
and
you
she's
just
playing
go,
Joni Mitchell, and you're just like crying.
It just gets into your heart and
Like, oh God, no.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is so sad. I would hate to be middle-aged in this situation. But she's like already like made her children's beautiful costumes,
That's right.
and she loves them so much. And then you're like, oh God, she got a Joni
now
Mitchell CD.
for someone younger.
Yes. Oh, so sad. But that secretary is wicked hot.
It's
the only problem.
it's good.
How do you
Yeah.
compete?
Yeah. How do you compete with that? I don't know. So Love Actually,
Yes.
obviously it's up there. What about A Christmas Carol? Have you guys seen? There's two that are there's all sorts, but there's two that I love, and one of them has Patrick Stewart.
Yes!
in it. Have you seen
That's
the
a
Patrick
good
Stewart
one. That's a
That's a
great
good one, isn't
one.
it?
Yes. He is amazing.
He is good. He's really good. And the other one, of course, is the Alistair Sim one from the 1940s.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
early.
40s?
It was early.
Yeah. I love stuff like that. Since we have we always do this, and I would be remiss to this. Since we have a new visitor in here, Scott, I always ask our new visitors, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie of all time?
Of all time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. It's such an easy question as
Oh.
well.
Oh,
Yeah, right?
God. I think if I had to just go off the top of my head, it might be Swingers.
Wow.
Yeah, it might be
Wow.
Swingers.
That's a great
That's
one.
a
I love
really
that
good
movie.
That's a really good. Any reason why? Was it just? Did you,
You know-
see it at a special time?
You know, I just when I watched it, I was probably 15 or 16, maybe somewhere around there, because it was 98, 99 when that came out. And it just hit me. I just loved watching it. I loved the underdog,
Yeah.
and you had the really cool friend who always thought he was uber badass and all that stuff. And you just watched him grow through the movie. You watched what was his name? Mikey.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn?
Mikey. So you
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
Mikey,
Yeah.
and he just grew through the movie. He was like, he's like, oh, I'm a comedian, but I'm not really that funny. And I'm like, I can never get the girl. And all of a sudden at the end, he has that big swing number,
Yeah.
in the Derby. And then all of a sudden he's getting Heather Graham, and he's like, no, I am money. I actually am money. Like Vince Vaughn was right. And then he actually becomes the bigger person and tells Vince Vaughn and like
Yeah.
shuts him down a little bit.
Yeah.
I liked that. That was like a mantra for me, because like I kind of was Mikey at one point. So I started to grow and evolve, and I was like, okay, I can relate.
That's awesome.
And that was really cool. Yeah.
I love that when a movie does that. It reflects back something
Yes.
to us that we connect to in a way.
Yes.
And we've talked about that a number of times.
Yeah, I
haven't we?
think that's the purpose of it, though, because
Yeah.
when you watch a movie and you find that special connection to you, or that thing that just speaks to you more than other things do, then that's the purpose of it. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Then-
the reflection of your life.
Then why is my favorite movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Oh.
Because you want
Is it really?
You want to forget.
Oh, it's so good. It's
No,
so
but
good.
that's
it's,
a movie that you could watch
Yes.
10, 15,
so many times.
20
Seriously.
I actually love it so much that I bought the book of the script, because I'm just so obsessed with Charlie Kaufman as it is, and
Yeah.
then to have something that was directed by Spike Jonze, it kills me. It's the most beautifully written, beautifully produced, beautifully just thought. Or no, it wasn't Spike Jonze. It was Michel Gondry. He did the other one. Anyways, no, Michel Gondry. He is this amazing, like innovative, kind of out of the box director, and he just puts this love story in such a perspective that I aspire to write something like that. Like it was just. Charlie Kaufman is a genius,
Yeah.
but
Well, I
but
think
that specifically was just, it touched me on so many different levels. Just, you see the end of a relationship before you see the beginning, and
Yes.
and it's so amazing.
I think everyone can relate
Yeah.
to that too, because everyone's had that relationship that just it crushes you to the point when it ends, and you just wish you couldn't. It was never apart.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, like you kind of need it to be apart.
Because
Yeah.
it shapes you so much as a
It does.
person.
It
Yeah.
does shape you as a person. It makes you who you are. If you haven't lost a love, then have you ever loved?
Yeah.
Kind of
Exactly.
thing.
It's a
So yeah,
profound question.
It
That's great.
is.
Look what you started.
Wow,
It's
what did I
beautiful.
do?
It starts with Swingers, and look where we
I'm glad I didn't
It's
bring up my other
beautiful.
favorite movie, Jesus.
He's like Schindler's List. Let's talk about that.
No.
the girl in the red dress. What did it mean?
I actually just recently watched Schindler's List for the first time about
wow.
a month ago, and I was reading all of these Holocaust survivor kind of memoirs in one of my exile literature courses, and so when it came up on the television, I decided to sit there and watch it, and it was, oh my god, it moved me to
Powerful,
tears.
right?
I was
Yeah.
crying, and then that ending with like the survivors putting the rocks on the grave is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is.
So
Yeah.
beautiful.
I had the great privilege to see that movie when it first came out, and to see it in a theater of 500 or 600 people, and everyone weeping at the same time, and not just a slight kind of little, but absolutely
Like openly
bawling.
weeping.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like
Yes.
it's the profoundness of that will always remain with me. The sound of that.
Yes.
I think it's a movie that everybody should see. I think it's a movie that probably you could only ever bear seeing once.
Once is enough,
Yeah,
because it's
'cause it just
ingrained.
rips.
It's
Yes.
ingrained in your psyche at that point. You're like, this happened, and just
But
it gives me so much love.
Is not Ray Fiennes' performance one of the great film performances ever?
Oh my
Like,
god!
ever.
Oh my
ever.
god!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Best supporting actor. Did he? I think he must have won for that.
I think he did. I really think he
If
did.
he didn't, he should have. He was just that whole sequence where he's circling that poor woman, and
Yes!
it's a
Oh my god!
Shakespearean
Or
quality.
the guy where there was something that was defective in an earlier scene, and then you get to the scene where it's defective with the gun, and you're just like waiting for it, and you're
Oh
waiting
my
for it, and you're
gosh.
waiting for it, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, what's gonna happened? Like, what is going on right now? But no, stellar performance. And it's honestly, I didn't realize why these actors were so successful and like so revered until I saw this movie. And then I realized, oh, this is why. Like, this was the foundation of their criticism going forward. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And side note, he did not win.
He didn't win?
He did not win the Oscar. No individual actor won an Oscar for that film that year. It was all for editing, cinematography, art direction.
Oh my god.
Screenplay.
Oh my gosh.
It won Best Picture. I mean, we did at least it got Best Picture.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. He only won in the British Academy Film Awards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All of those performances stellar.
Arguably Spielberg's his best film.
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
Certainly his most personal film.
Yes.
You know, and Francis Ford Coppola always says that your most, if you can find a subject that's so personal to you, you'll make it, you know, that much better. And oh my gosh, that movie, that movie, for crying in the theaters, that movie, and you'll laugh at this, but the first 12 minutes of Pixar's Up.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Kidding me.
The little shorts kill me.
Kidding
No,
me.
not even the short. The beginning of the movie.
I know. I cried so hard at the beginning of that movie.
Oh my gosh, everybody does. And for me,
it's so moving though.
It was unrecoverable. Because
yes.
the emotion of that just
and
sort
that's
of
and that's why I
trends
was
with
like, okay, now you have a kid, now you have a dog and a talk. Okay, this is funny, but like, damn, those 12 minutes, you're just like, this is everything. This is, it should just be a short that could win an Academy Award because it was just, it was the entire spectrum of emotions just happening within 12 minutes. Humanity just happening in front of you.
That's what you say. Yes.
My son has a Pixar disc of music that we listen to, and that the first couple of notes of that song come on, I'm like, I gotta leave the room. Oh my god, I gotta
go be this is too much. I'm gonna cry.
That's so crazy. Funny, I love that. That's what I love about movies, is that they get us right here.
And it's and that's honestly, that's valid of any really good art is if it can move you, it's a good piece. And and that's why it's like people want to kind of downplay film, and they want to downplay like the emotional impact that it has on a human being. But I mean, there's been studies and stuff about people just watching films and just having emotional reactions to this. And it's almost like reading a book, and you go through this huge spectrum, and you're just sitting in a chair, and it's incredible. Like it's
I feel like it's been really hard. They have so many movies coming out recently that just don't have that feeling for me.
That's
like
very true.
Yeah. It's been a lot of movies that just don't have, and I don't even know how to explain it. True. Exactly. They don't have the heart in it.
I bet you were going to talk about, though, if you're talking about movies coming out, La La Land.
Yes. Speaking of hearts. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
I haven't heard about this. What is this?
La La Land. You haven't heard of
no.
Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling?
No.
It's
what?
A musical.
You said Ryan Gosling?
I did. There you go.
You said Ryan Gosling.
She's like, I'm done. I'm going now.
The heart is there.
Done.
So, yeah,
sold.
I think that opens very soon.
I think I want to say it's this Friday because I feel like they were trying to go for a Christmas release, and I really hope they are because I really want to see it this weekend because I've been waiting for it so long.
I love Emma Stone too. I'm really excited about her. She's gorgeous.
Yes,
I mean she's just absolutely. She's they're both absolutely
and I love
stunning
them together.
humans. They did another movie
Crazy
together.
Stupid Love.
Yes, they did.
It's so good.
There you go.
And that was great.
Where they do that.
They do the Dirty Dancing scene where he lifts her up in the air, and it's beautiful.
There's a good chemistry there.
It's awful, and it's hilarious, and it's perfect in every way because that's how I imagine it happening in my life.
Yes.
I've never had anyone offer to pick me up like that.
Aw.
I
did, and I plowed you into a door.
Yes, he did.
At a bar.
He did. It was really bad.
Very romantic.
I had a bruise.
Just an accidental.
I had a bruise on my back forever.
Oh.
I actually remember going to a it was like not really a seminar, but more of a
workshop maybe.
It was like, it's not even a workshop. It was just a woman came to speak, and she was a scriptwriter who wrote some of those happier movies, and she's like, why don't we have movies like When Harry Met Sally, or like just happy kind of feel good movies that take you through the range of emotions where you're kind of sad but you're hopeful at the same time,
that describe how life actually
exactly, you know.
But so that's a great point, absolutely great point. So what is then the purpose to go to the movies? Is it pure escapism, in which case we are in it right now?
Yes.
There are more superheroes to escape to if you want, or is there a more profound thing that's there. I saw Rogue One, and we'll do a review on it. I'm not going to talk about it now, and I don't really want to.
It's like spoiler alert.
It left me kind of cold. You know, kind of cold.
So you didn't feel like you got lost into it?
No.
Which it is kind of a poignant part of going to the movie, is to be lost into the story, to feel like you're a part of that character, which is why I feel like certain movies, like especially like the whole Twilight thing, like I'm not big on Twilight, but I could see why teeny boppers were super into that, because you could get lost in the character because she didn't really have a lot of personality. Yeah. So you could kind of be lost in that and fantasize in that aspect of it, which, you know, if you can see yourself in that role, or you can tie to that role somehow, then that is the purpose of it. It is kind of an escapism. It is, I mean, that's why people read novels. It's the same reason. Yeah. You want something alternate than whatever you're experiencing at this point. You want an escape from your reality.
I think so.
And you can live out these plots, and you can live out these stories, and feel that desire, feel that passion that the characters are portraying, and it's exciting for people. You know what?
I want to just dip my toe in the political realm, and this is my hope. And I'm channeling you, Candace. I really was, and I really am. I think that with this world that we're in, with this leader that we have, the artist, it's now the artist's time. Of all time, this is that time. How does this affect the work and the art that we do?
What was really
funny, that's exciting for me.
What was really funny, though, is there was actually a backlash against that, because people were so like, yes, artists, please. You know, we are in a time where there is terror, and there is like mayhem, and there is death and devastation and all these sad, negative things. And, you know, the artists are just like, dude, we're just artists. We're trying to be creative. Like, you can't lump that on our back. That's like a lot of responsibility for us. And there was this like kind of backlash from the artistic community, but at the same time, they always respond in a positive manner. They always find the good in the bad, and that's their mission, is to just find the beauty in the human condition. Granted, we're in an ugly kind of time, but at the same time, there is always the good in everything. You can find the good, and that's what artists are able to do, and that's what's really cool, is they could just pick it out, and they could just grow it like a little tiny seed of awesomeness.
Absolutely. You are listening to the Director's Cut here on Chaotic Radio, and I have 3/4 of the happy hour here with me.
Yes,
you do. And I am so grateful and blessed for you guys to be with me.
As long as you don't mind us being here, finishing
the smell of gingerbread beer.
Yes.
I mean, these are amazing things.
It was really good.
It was very, very powerful. I love that. I really, really do. So we've been talking about the hope of movies, and we've been talking about the power of movies. For this year, and I know you guys probably haven't seen every movie, and I hate those things, but what was a movie that you saw this year that you just thought, wow, that really connected to me? What was really
I gotta think about
something?
that.
Oh, you know what? I do have one. What was the one with Amy Adams that just came out?
Oh, Arrival.
Oh my God, Arrival. I saw that movie in the theaters with a new friend of mine, which was really exciting. It was actually our first friend date, which was really cool. We went and got pizza, and then we went to go see Arrival with Amy Adams and
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
There
Thank
you go.
It was incredible, and the really interesting thing about the whole movie was it came from, and it's funny because I'm an English major, but it came from like a linguistic perspective. It was almost like if like an alternate life were to come to this planet, how would we react to it? How would we communicate with it? And it was so fascinating to watch a person be so into the fact that, you know, she's all about the language. She's all about trying to understand them. And I don't think that was actually advertised enough to make it a point that, no, this is a movie about communication. And honestly, what we need right now is communication. Yeah. Everybody is so polarized that it's hard to know what is peace, what is war at this point. And to see a movie where, you know, here's this alien, you know, entity coming into our system, and we're finding a way to negotiate with it in a way, and just to see what it's willing to do for us and what it's willing to sacrifice and what we're willing to sacrifice. It was just really profound. It was very existential kind of movie for the moment we're living in, and very beautifully shot, and the payoff is well worth it, because just the powers that she gets just from being able to communicate is amazing.
That's great.
It's an amazing movie. I recommend it to everybody. I hope it wins an Oscar for something, because I was like crying and laughing and just, it was amazing.
That's great. Yeah, fantastic. And that's the thing, right, is that there are movies that are out there that do that. And if we allow ourselves, I think you have to almost be predisposed to go, I want to go and see a movie, and I want to allow that movie to affect me. Instead of going in thinking, oh my gosh,
you have to let it be a cerebral experience. And that's the problem with movies these days, is people, they want to go, they want to escape, but anything that's going to kind of like chip away at your misconceptions about the world, anything that's going to kind of alleviate the stress that you're feeling in the world, these are all great things. And if you can like live within another character for a couple of hours, especially in something as profound as something like Arrival, where it's like she's putting everything on the line to try to just communicate, it's amazing. And I really feel like that's something people can take with them. Like, just be willing and open to communicate with your fellow human being. Like if she's willing to do that for another kind of, you know, extraterrestrial species, like why can't we do it for like the person in the supermarket? Why can't we see their perspective? Like, why is this language barrier such a negative thing? Like, why is there a negative connotation with like a language barrier? So it's just really fascinating.
Which is so great, which takes us right the way back to Love Actually, where we started. That to me is the best scenario, is that they can't talk, they can't. Portuguese, right? Is she Portuguese?
That's
Portuguese,
what it was.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So no, and it just hit me because of that scene where he's speaking pidgin Portuguese, and she's trying, and they're both falling in love. It's just worth the effort, right? Totally
it's always worth the effort to just communicate with your fellow man.
Okay.
It is.
Mike, what? I gave you a whole bunch of clips, and what clips do we have? What do we got? Do we have our Canadian film?
We have
Being Canadian.
Wait, what?
Our Canadian film? No, that's
Canadian.
not Being Canadian. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a movie about being
there's
Canadian.
a documentary called. No, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's a Canadian film.
Awesome.
I have the two that you sent me. I don't remember if they're Canadian or not.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of which ones I sent you. Does it say in the tagline? Oh well, we're gonna figure this out.
No, one is set in 1954.
1954. 1954.
Does that mean anything to you?
It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just looking at the links. Fascinating radio.
Check.
This. Whoa.
So anyways,
Yes.
Check your cell phone and see.
We're breaking some barriers.
Canadians are running rampant in our Hollywood scene.
You have my favorite Christmas movie. You
I have that one
okay,
loaded up.
play the trailer. This is my very favorite, and I want everyone to watch this movie because it's the best one of the bunch, I think, in my humble opinion.
All
so
right.
here is the trailer for my favorite Christmas movie.
Humbug. He was the greediest man alive.
It's Ebenezer Scrooge.
Until the night he met someone extraordinary.
Hello.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
I'll drink to Mr. Scrooge, even though he is odious, stingy, and badly dressed.
Humbug.
Oh, there goes Mr. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grin.
Do you think it's safe for us to be up here?
If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him.
Yes, Mr. Cratchit.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, the bookkeeping staff would like to have an extra shovel full of coal for the fire.
Our assets are frozen.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly
Unemployed!
Heat wave. Oi! This is my island in the sun.
It's Charles Dickens' classic tale. As only the Muppets can tell it.
It's good to be heckling again. It's good to be doing anything again.
Filled with holiday warmth.
Hey, like the lamp, not the rat, like the lamp, not the rat.
And Christmas spirit.
Scrooge? Jacob Marley?
Oh, that's scary stuff. Should we be worried about the kids in the audience?
No, it's all right. This is culture.
This is the movie to see, to share, to cherish with someone you love.
Thank you for making me a part of this.
Walt Disney Pictures presents from Jim Henson Productions, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
God bless us, everyone.
Whatever.
so glad that you chose The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh my God!
You know
Because
what?
I watch that like every year, seriously, and it's so funny, and I love Muppets.
Yeah, it absolutely is. We watched
It's a classic.
it 2 nights ago.
It's a classic.
It's so good. It really is. 1992 it came out.
Yes.
Which, just happens to be the year that I was married.
Oh,
and if you do the math, that's 24 years in less than
Next
3
year's a
days.
big year for you guys.
It is. It is. Thank you.
Yeah.
But we saw that we just been married, and we came back to Vancouver in Canada, and we went to see a double bill of the Muppets Christmas Carol and Aladdin.
Yes!
Aww.
So it was awesome.
That's a beautiful
It's
night.
a great year for movies too.
It was,
Aladdin's
Yeah,
so
it
good
was.
in theaters.
I know there was lots of good movies out then.
Yeah, I can't. If you haven't seen that movie, and you guys have, but if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's great, and it's full of all of those things that we love. It's a great story. It's funny, and Michael Caine gives a great film.
He really does.
Film portrayal as Ebenezer Scrooge.
It's a classic.
Well, I love Muppets in general. I just love the comedy aspect of it. I love that they can do anything. And so it makes it really fun that they took a classic story like that and they made it silly, and they had all the characters and their personalities, and it's what makes it special.
Yeah.
And it made it fun and festive, and
and
it's a perfect Christmas movie.
Funny side note: there is actually an edit going around where they have people have spliced 400 different versions of A Christmas Carol into one supercut that's like 52 minutes long.
Oh my god!
And it's
Oh my
incredible.
gosh.
It's Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, but with every single reference to it. It's incredible.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
awesome. We're
That's
gonna have
amazing.
to find that later. I know what I'm doing tonight.
And I knew exactly what I was
Wow.
waiting for, and it came around like I think the 42-minute mark, which is of course Scrooged. So
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's just waiting for the
just
Bill
the
Murray
Murray. That's all I
reference.
want.
Yeah, so you know what? I thought about it, and I thought, we could do Die Hard, and
Right.
whatever, and it's good.
Joke
Like it
around.
is good, but to me, the essence of what this holiday season is about, of being kind to one another and all of those things.
Yeah.
And that's what I love.
Yeah.
And it's my show, and I can
Yes.
pick whatever movie
But I
want.
agree.
Isn't that the beauty of it?
That's the power. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So, shifting gears, I've added a kind of a Canadian sort of theme to this because I'm from Canada and I want to share some good quality stuff with you. So
I've been thinking about moving to Canada just recently.
Don't.
Weird.
He said
Weird.
don't do
Weather's
it.
not good. The weather's not good.
He's just all don't.
I think
don't do that.
I think I'm padded pretty well
It's
for
a bad
for
idea.
for the weather out there.
It's chilly.
It is really cold up there.
It'd be chilly. Minus 20.
Okay, never mind,
Fahrenheit.
never mind.
No.
I'm a Southern California
you're
girl. I
wearing,
would die.
You're wearing a jacket right now, and it's like only in the 50s, okay?
Yeah.
We're talking like
It's-
at least 50 degrees
bear
colder than
paws.
this.
It is. Yeah. It's it's crazy. I love it there, but you know, it's warmer here.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was a movie in the 1980s that you may have seen. I'm sure you've seen it. It was sort of the definition of the sex comedy, the teenage sex comedy.
Oh.
And it's a film called Porky's.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
It's what's really cool about
You were
it's-
worried about us, and you're talking about Porky.
Yeah,
I know.
really, right?
I know.
Hello.
But what's really funny about this is that if you look on IMDb and you look on Wikipedia, it's a Canada-US co-production. And it's really cool because back in the 80s, Canada was kind of a tax shelter for films. So you could shoot there, get all the benefits, but not have to spend a lot of money, right? So it's Canada, U.S., it's kind of a hybrid kind of connect, and I felt that was something that, I wanted to explore and to share.
So funny
this
that's
is-
personified in Porky's, though.
It is. It
Wow.
really is a dreadful film. But what's interesting, though, in 1982, when I had this, it's of the top 5, it's the 5th highest grossing film of 1982.
I believe that.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I believe that.
$150 million. So it's behind Rocky 3 comes out in 1982.
Mad Max.
Is Mad Max?
Mad Max was 82.
Mad Max.
I want to say that was one of the highest grossing.
The
Or was it
Officer and Gentleman.
Thunderdome?
I have.
No,
I have it on-
Thunderdome was later. That was 85 or 86.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was born in '83, so things got
Goodness.
better. Hopefully.
I wasn't.
I was born in '82, but I cannot be knowledgeable on movies that were coming out the year that I was born because I was an infant.
Right.
So
yeah.
don't quote me on that.
Okay.
So anyway, because I think that people need to be driven to go to see Porky's. It's a teenage sex comedy in its complete essence of all of the grossness that means.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it hits at a time, where the appetite was we needed, and it has Kim Cattrall in it. It's
Love
got
her.
She was, gorgeous.
Alex
Yeah.
Karras, who was Mongo from Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
And a producer, Arnold Koppelson, who is one of the top producers in Hollywood. He produced The Fugitive with Harrison Ford. So
I love that movie.
That
was great.
It's got a great sort of pedigree. But I think Mike's got it lined up. Let's play this cheese ball festival of Porky's. Enjoy.
20th Century Fox would like to introduce you to Pee-wee and his pals.
Speaking of horny mother.
Tommy, Mickey, Tim,
I'm going tonight, right? I don't know.
and the biggest man on campus.
Why do they call you meat? Because it's so big?
When they're not in class, they're into everything.
Save your energy, you're gonna need it. Okay.
Okay, pull over.
Coast is clear. But what they'd like to get into most is a place called Porky's.
I left my idea. Here, use this one. That's my Bible school card.
Unfortunately, we can only show you the outside of Porky's, because what goes on inside is not to be believed.
Boy, the locker room. Oh, it turned me on.
We'd like to show you more of the locker room, but this kind of physical education just isn't taught. We can't show you more of the shower scene, because what they're looking at isn't watered down.
They want us to look. They want us to look.
Porky's. You too will be back for a second look.
Okay, I'm ready.
There we go.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, Porky's in 1982, it's fifth on the list. It makes $105 million. Wow.
Yeah.
In 1982?
I am blown away.
We're actually
Scotty,
offended by this
we are
list.
losing it right now because Scotty has a list of like the box office in 1982, and we're talking like Secret of Nim is number 52.
I loved that movie. I'm sorry.
It was big on video.
But Sophie's Choice.
Can I
Sophie's
just say
Choice
the
is like what,
saddest
number
thing
8
for 82 on the box office list?
What's that?
I just want to say the saddest thing. Grease 2 was higher ranking than Das Boot.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to throw out there that's a sad. It actually ranked higher than Halloween 3.
Well, so the top 10, going from number 10 is Annie from Columbia. It's 57 million. Then The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Universal, 69 million. Poltergeist, which was a scary movie, 76 million. 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
78 million. Wrath of Khan does 78 million. And then the top 5, Porky's, 105, Rocky 3, 124 million. Officer and a Gentleman does 129 million. Tootsie, which is one of the best, one of my favorite films, actually. I love it. Top 10 easily for me. 177 million. But it was E.T. that ruled the roost at $359 million.
Well, that's kind of, I mean, how are you going to compete with?
Can we give some honorable mentions?
Porky's?
Porky's cannot compete with E.T.
How does Porky's
I feel like a caveat to that list, though, is that I feel like a caveat to that is that Officer and a Gentleman had the narrowest release of all of those films.
Wow.
So they actually had a lot less theaters, so they did very well per theater over all the other movies, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Porky's beat out Gandhi, First Blood, The Dark Crystal, Tron,
The Dark Crystal,
Sophie's Choice.
It was a great year for movies.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, it was.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
No.
Pink Floyd, The Wall. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Really?
How? How?
No way.
The Thing.
No, it can't. That's not possible. All those movies came out in 82?
Raiders came out in 1981.
It was a reissue.
That I knew.
It was a reissue.
Okay. That makes sense.
But like
'cause
Das
81.
Boot?
But you know
This
what?
is amazing.
The sex comedy is, you know what? This was one of the first ones that
Yeah,
kind
but that
of
was like, I was going to say,
ignited
that's
it.
like a first one of its kind because
Yeah.
a lot of the 80s movies alluded, but they didn't actually go there.
And
you know what I
you
mean?
s-
16 Candles like alluded a lot. Like they had a lot of things that were partial to it.
But you never saw.
But
no.
yeah, you never saw it like you did.
No.
Oh, yeah,
You
because
guys-
I mean,
Number 84 in 1982 was The Last Unicorn. I'm just saying.
Oh,
The last unicorn.
I
There you
feel
go.
like-
The Last Unicorn.
There we go.
Sorry, I was a little kid.
I
but
feel like those sex comedies launched a lot of famous careers.
They really
did,
I feel
yeah.
like Bill
They
Murray
did.
got his acting start in Meatballs.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Tim Robbins starred in a sex comedy. It was one of his first movies.
That's right.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, it
It's funny.
evolved in the 80s. It was very very formulaic.
Yeah.
But very obvious on what you were going to get,
Yep.
and very specific for a specific group of 18 to 25-year-old males.
Yeah.
I just love that it's still like a trope that exists to this day. Like you have people like Jonah Hill who's like nominated for Oscars and he started like in Superbad.
Well,
Yeah.
here's one I don't think people have. Jeremy Renner got his start in a sex comedy.
What?
Do you really?
National Lampoon's Senior Trip
Oh my
Oh my goodness.
in 1995.
Oh, but he also did Hansel and Gretel, so
Yes.
That was actually they were actually going to do a sequel to that. They
Were
thought
they?
they
They
canceled the
should have. I
sequel.
thought
They
it was
should have
kinda
though. I thought it
cool.
was good.
I thought Hansel and Gretel
I
was cool.
didn't see it.
It was
didn't see
fun.
but I like him.
It
I
was
like-
very
I like
action-packed.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, I thought
He's
it was a
really
good movie. I did.
So yeah, that's our little Canadian kind of not
Wow.
great, but
Canada,
we have
keeping
to
it
show,
real.
We have to show it all, right? as
Hey,
you might say.
you know what? It's okay. It's a collaboration and like it works together and it just shows variety. It doesn't have to all be, Canadians have sense of humor.
We do.
Canada,
We're funny people.
the glory
Yeah.
hole of the world.
There you go.
You're funny. You're funny.
I resent that remark. Mute
But
her,
it's
Mike.
glorious.
Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what you meant.
I don't know what
Melissa
they
was
are.
being so kind to us. Well, you're a native Transylvanian, so
Yes, I am. I know all about it.
Oh, that's
You know, we
All
suck
about-
in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Scotty knows all about it.
We
We're
drink beer and inhale
Pennsylvania.
coal dust. That's all
Oh,
we
Oh,
do.
my
God.
goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get a canary tattoo.
Oh God.
Oh, don't do
It
it.
happens.
Don't
No,
do it.
no,
Um,
I'm
I'll
not
get
doing
one.
that.
Okay, so we do a little something here which I love. It's called the Parent's Guide, and what I do is I read
no.
out.
I'm saying, oh no, I'm scared.
On IMDb, this is this one will blow your mind. It will really blow your mind.
Oh no.
You just won't believe it. Okay, so here we go.
So for those of you who don't know Parents Guide,
Yes, indeed.
you have to he's going to read out all of the explicit things that are happening in this movie and you have to guess what it is. But save it. Just raise your hand when you know
think
what
you
it
know,
is.
and
If you
then-
think you know, raise your hand and he'll call on you.
And once everybody,
It's like at school.
once everybody says, "Yeah, I know," then we'll go around the table. But
Yeah.
this is a really good one. I was really
Is
really
this
excited.
Christmas themed?
No.
Oh,
it is
right.
not. It is
Okay,
not.
good.
Okay,
All right,
so
all right then.
we'll start sex and nudity. We did
Ah.
we did Game of Thrones last week.
Yeah.
And I would still be
Nailed
reading the
it.
sex and violence.
Yes.
Okay, so sex and nudity. Here we go. I will change the names because the names will give it away.
Yeah.
But we don't want to do that. So okay, here we go. Sex and nudity. Blank fears that Bob is having an affair. Okay, not sure yet. Blank checks out her rear in a mirror. A woman wears an outfit that reveals a bit of cleavage. Blank and blank repeatedly kiss and playfully goose each other. Okay, so we're still building here. Violence and gore. Here we go. Multiple fight scenes in which people are hit, kicked, or punched. A man is punched and loses several teeth. An extended scene shows several people dying from blank. I can't say that word because it'll wreck it. A robot is shown attacking a city, hitting buildings and crushing cars. A decomposing superhero is seen. A computer display lists various superheroes who have been terminated. Oh, and did I forget to say, this is a kids' movie.
Whoa.
Okay, so frightening and intense scenes. Many bad goons attack 2 children. Okay.
Oh.
A long scene involves a plane carrying a family being targeted by missiles. The plane is destroyed, but the family is saved.
I think I might know.
Think you got it?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Profanity. Startled, a character blurts, "What the?" and then trails off before finishing. Interjections of "my God" and "geez" pop out of a character's mouth a number of times. See, I told you this would be a good one. Do you guys know?
It's a kids' movie.
And it's a kids' movie. I'm not kidding.
Is it animated?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, okay. That might be why.
Okay, alcohol, drugs, and smoking.
Ooh.
A character consumes or is about to consume wine and a mixed drink. One of Syndrome's henchmen opens a bottle of champagne while playing a sadistic drinking game with his comrades. A couple of innocuous alcohol references.
I think I might know.
You think so?
I think you're
There's
the only one.
there's a
sure.
slideshow showing the silhouette of a robot and pictures of a bunch of superheroes flashing
I know
by
what
with
it
the word
is. I know what it
terminated
is.
appearing in front of them.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Got it?
I got it.
Melissa, what do you think?
I think it's incredible.
The Incredibles! Isn't that something?
I'm really
Oh,
bad at
it's
this.
so good.
It's really funny, but when you started saying like different things about like the family, and I was like, oh, I think I know who this is.
It's a hard. It's some themes in there. But
Was that what you were gonna guess?
Yeah, Incredibles. I got it when he said listed on the computer screen of terminated superheroes.
Okay, yeah. That's when he's talking about all the different superheroes. That's when I kind of like it tied into for me. Because the first couple, I was like, that could be like any movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it could
Of
be
course.
seriously any movie.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, there's cleavage.
But there's
Oh,
cleavage.
there's cleavage. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's a
and this-
cartoon.
I
It's
know.
cartoon cleavage.
I know, but well, Jessica,
Okay,
we don't
where
want to
was
go
the
Jessica
most
Rabbit.
cartoon
right?
cleavage?
Jessica
Go.
Rabbit.
Cool World.
Jessica
I'm
Rabbit.
saying Cool World.
Oh, no, you know
Oh,
what? It
Cool
was
World
Cool
is-
World.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Most
Yeah.
cartoon
It's not.
cleavage.
No,
It is not a cartoon.
No, I don't think it was. I would say that it's a movie called Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Metal had
Full ladies.
so-
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I
And,
was saying cleavage.
Yes,
specifically.
Yes.
yes, you're right. For cleavage, yes. For
I'm gonna say
everything-
Jessica Rabbit's still gonna be my standard for cleavage.
I don't know, man.
I want to be
Cool
that for
World.
Halloween this week.
Are we talking about movies or just all animated?
We're talking about
Animated.
animated cleavage.
Animated cleavage. It's gonna
anime
be
Yeah.
all day long.
Not
Is it-
anime.
and not
Well,
not
not
anime,
Animated.
but
Like we're
animated
talking like
cleavage.
mainstream.
Someone had to draw it or pencil in.
We're
Had
like
to-
not anime.
Yeah.
Anime is animated though.
No, yeah, but
not that
it's
way.
different.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
because
know
I mean,
what's-
if we wanted to go with that, we'd just say La Blue Girl and call it a day.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
And wash my hands.
Oh my gosh. They did a very interesting thing with Jessica Rabbit. Is they changed the gravity on her, so instead of her bouncing down to go up, she bounces up to go down.
I've noticed
so
that.
when you watch it, you think, "What is what?" and really focuses you there. It's weird.
It's
And
like
I
she's
think-
got magic boobs.
Yeah, it's
It doesn't happen like that in reality.
And see,
It's-
she's so sparkly in that dress.
It can
Yeah.
if you imagine.
Yes, indeed. If you're inverted,
Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah.
But
If
then
I
you'd
was
have
on
to-
the moon, it would be cool.
It's just funny. I always thought like,
Yeah.
oh, well, it's just because your boobs are animated. And I'm like, no, there's something weird about them.
They're
Like, there's something a
moving
little
in
off.
different
Yeah.
directions.
It's
Yeah,
like
But
opposite
that
of
was
centrifugal force.
That's they wanted to do something, I guess, different or try to make it not so creepy. But you watch that scene and it's quite a sexually.
It's jarring,
charged
yeah.
I'm
scene.
going to rewatch this now when I go home.
Well, especially when she like brushes up against
And there's the
Eddie Valiant. He's just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just like
literally the boom.
I still
sound
think
that
the
you
patty
just
cake
made
scene
up.
is the hottest scene ever.
what's
patty
that?
cake scene.
Patty cake.
Yeah.
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 Patty cake, patty cake.
Aw, he's all crying. That's awful.
Roger.
Oh, we didn't get to talk about because I wanted to talk about my favorite Christmas movie.
We've still got time. We have
Do we?
we have 4.5 minutes. So
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah,
I like Home Alone.
Ah.
That's my classic one, and I watch it every year, and I
Merry
love
Christmas,
that one.
you filthy animals.
Yeah. Keep the change, you filthy
There's
animals.
two that you didn't mention.
What?
A Christmas Story.
Yeah, I don't have to. I'm talking about my favorite one.
I don't think anybody
which
has
is
to
Home
mention
Alone.
A Christmas Story because it plays for 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It
It's
really
in
does.
your face.
It's in your lamps.
You'll
it's
shoot
in your
eye
homes.
out, kid.
Yeah, it's old. It's so old.
And please don't stick your tongue to a frozen pole because
Yeah.
it's not going to work out
My
for
mom
you.
did that to a freezer. She lost her lips.
Nothing good happened.
Your mom has no. I've met her mom.
She has lips
no
now.
lips.
She has lips now.
Ah, the wonders of technology. I love that. So what are you gonna? What's your go-to for this week for watching?
Ugh.
Are you gonna hit a movie? Or are you gonna go and see?
Well-
binge watch some more
Well,
shows.
see, my roommates have been watching like Christmas movies, so they pick a different one like every night of the week.
Okay.
And they've been watching that. So last night was like the old school, like Santa, like the claymation, like Santa and the snowman and everything like that. But I really like Elf. I really love that movie,
Yes.
and
It's
it's
great.
just so
Yeah.
funny. And it's just one of those classic movies. It's something that I really love, and it's totally grown on me, and
Yeah.
that's like my new favorite. But yeah, I really was into like Home Alone. Like I loved that movie. I just think it's so like all the practical jokes and the pranks and all that kind of stuff. I love that.
Oh, it's a kid's dream.
Oh yes,
And
to
a
be
parent's
home alone,
nightmare
yes.
running simultaneously, and I think that's why it hits you so hard, right?
Exactly. It is
Yeah.
a kid's dream. Like I was a latchkey
Oh, yeah.
kid, so I know all about like I'd come home and my parents weren't home. I'd have to let myself in, and then I would lock my brother out of the house because if I ran faster than him, I'd lock him out and then make him run around outside in the snow, and like it would be awful. But it was funny for me. But it is one of those things that like just really keys into my childhood, and it was something that I grew up on.
Yeah.
And so I just have that tie to that movie, and I love it,
Yeah.
And so I like to watch that every year, and it's fun for me. And even the remakes of it, were still good. I mean, the New York, he did one where he was like lost in New York or something
and
that was
then
like pretty good.
Doesn't his brother, the younger Macaulay Culkin, doesn't he get one?
No.
I don't know.
I think it's
part
a new
four,
kid.
I don't
or
know.
it's
It
a
might
new
be
kid
it
altogether?
might be a different kid altogether, but
For the third one.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the first and the second one were definitely like both of them were classics for me. But the
Yeah.
first Home Alone was definitely a classic for me. When
When
he
he's-
orders all the pizzas, I'm like, that's what I would do if I was home
course you
alone
would.
at my
Yeah.
parents' like if I was home alone, and I do that still, and I'm home alone, I'm like, I'm just gonna order a bunch of pizzas because I'm lazy and I need pizza.
My favorite scene though, one of my favorite scenes that always sticks out to me is like how he tries to be like a grown up, and he's like in the store comparing toothbrushes.
Yeah,
Like, just that scene every
exactly.
single time. I'm like, look at him trying to be grown up. That's
Yeah.
so adorable.
Yes, exactly.
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah.
Oh, just,
And that's a classic
we just love
Christmas
you.
movie for me, Like I don't know. I think everybody has that one that like keys into them.
I think so.
It makes them feel like it's the holidays, and that's definitely one.
Absolutely.
me.
What do I get you into the positive side of what the Christmas
Yes.
holiday is instead of
Exactly.
the purchase, buy.
Well, that's actually
Yes.
what I really liked about the Disney Christmas Carol with Scrooge McDuck, Scrooge, and freaking Mickey Mouse as his assistant, and it was a really sweet movie, and it was something that was because I don't know, like as a child I was kind of scared by A Christmas Carol, especially since like you have the ghost coming in, and you're
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
oh my god, like
yeah.
it's death, like what's going on. Like the Disney version kind of made it way more approachable to children, because like it's just like it's like a nice mellow vibe. There's still like the singing and the dancing and all the stuff that you love about Disney films, but it's just this whole Christmas thing, and it was just really fun.
Yeah.
It was a
Side
really good
note:
time.
it might be good to show that to children, though, to put the fear in them, just a little bit.
This
Maybe?
is what awaits you.
A
if
little
you're not
Christmas
nice.
fear.
If
But
you're
as a grown up,
If you
Yeah.
threaten to call Santa on a child when they're misbehaving, there's no better joy than that. You say, "I'm going to call Santa right now and tell him you're being bad," and they go, "Oh my God," and they rethink all of their life
Santa,
choices.
the omnipresence of the holiday season.
absolutely.
Yes.
It's a great thing. That is another
Well,
one. isn't it?
I have
Another
a
one.
someone that just messaged me and told me of the Christmas movies.
Oh, good.
Fast Times and Up in Smoke.
Up in Smoke, the Christmas movie. Yes,
Okay.
Cheech and Chong.
I actually would like to talk about one of the undervalued kind of Christmas movies that actually it never seems to come up, but it's an entire movie based during the holiday season.
Do it quick because you got 20 seconds.
It's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, starring Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr.
It's
so good. Okay. No, it's so good, and I swear, like every time I watch it, it's like so fun, and it's this whole like detective kind of what's going on, who did what, who done it kind of thing, and it's a really fun movie. I think everybody should watch it who's an adult.
That's awesome.
Really
I think Robert Downey Jr. is a great force.
Yes.
I think he will be the one that rescues the Spider-Man movies just because of the trailer,
gonna be in
which he's in it.
God,
Just
are you
briefly.
kidding?
But,
Didn't we talk about this
they
already?
have to do that. But anyway,
Why?
we won't.
More Spider-Man.
I know. We don't need any more Spider-Man.
I know. We have enough
Spider-Man.
I don't know. I kind of like the new Spider-Man from the Avengers.
I know.
But I liked Andrew Garfield, and I liked him. I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man keep coming
What is
out.
all
He's
these
fun.
Spider-Mans?
We don't need them. We need bug spray for these Spider-Man.
We do. I hate spiders.
It's not that there's too many Spider-Mans. It's that they're like on top of each other at this point. Like
we
need a break. We need a break from
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming in. I love that when you guys are here with
was fun.
Scott, and we had Candace, and of course Melissa,
Thank
and Mike
you.
in the booth.
Yay me.
Doing what he does.
You go, girl.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? Have a very safe and Merry Christmas, you guys, and be kind to each other. And we'll see you next week. And in the meantime, make sure you go and see a movie.